So in my first year university class, a lecturer, crazy lecturer, his name's David Mackay, and he's this old Scottish fella, and he used to come in dancing like Ellen DeGeneres. He he should give out money and lectures. He just like was super passionate about you wanting to go to his lecture. It was Friday 8 a.m. People were there. Like he was just so amazing at making learning awesome.
I love that.
And he gave everyone an A+ on a 20% assignment. He gave the whole 200 people next year A+, and he said, "I've given you the grade. You have 3 weeks. You have no pressure. I want you to go out there with something that you love and convince someone else to pay you for it."
So cool.
So me and my mate that I met in my first year sitting next to us in university, we're like, Jules, I was like, let's just start documenting our story. Let's like make videos. And we started this blog called Two Kids at University.
Yep.
And we just started making videos about being two mates at university, being in a student journey. We started like throwing parties and documenting as well. And at this time, there's like no one really doing this in New Zealand. It's such a small group of people doing it. And like within 3 months, we had, you know, more followers in university, all the bars in our city, you know. So and then the bars came to us and like, what can we do together? What can you do with us for O Week? And then that's how me and Jules paid our whole way through university.
I love it.
And then we were coming towards the end of university, and I was like, man, I was so into it. Yeah. But Jules hated it. Yeah. He won't mind me saying that. He hated making videos, which is funny because he's actually got him back into it because he owns a design agency now. So he's actually got him back into making videos now. So it's kind of funny. But at the end, he was like, I hate this. And we were emceeing a gig with Nero, like a Grammy recording artist, like at the time, like we were on top of the world, like we're making more money than we had, and life was great. But he was like, bro, I hate this. I don't want to make content. I hate this. I hate having to always be thinking about videos, which is out of it because I loved that every day I was thinking about videos. I was thinking about stories. I was thinking about how this could be a moment, how we could share it, how it could be special, how it could be fun and interesting. But he hated that. He always had to think like that. And I was like, bro, your friendship with me is more important than us, this joint thing that we have going together. And so we stopped so that we could graduate, get jobs, finish, and also so that our friendship stayed intact. Yeah. And but that itch was there. Yep. But around about that time, I got engaged to my lovely wife. Yep. And I was like, I need to get a real job. I need to get a proper job. So I left that. I parked that. Yeah. And I went and worked in the university sector. Okay. With students, and I used heaps of those skills, you know, of storytelling, building culture, you know, like showing the experience of what it means to come here. And I stayed attached to it, but there was always this feeling of like, man, I'd love the opportunity to get back into that. Fast forward many years, TikTok, end of 2020. Yep. Oh, no, it must have been during the first lockdown. So that's March, I think. Yeah, 2020.
Early 2020, yep.
And I just start making videos again on TikTok, just like random videos. I don't care. I just love the game of it. I just love the game, making videos, see what happens. First time my video blew, it was like 16,000 views, and I was like, yo, that's good. Like all that rush came out, all those, you know, and I loved that TikTok felt like a fair app. You know, it was the people's app. You know, the video will win. Doesn't matter if you have 1 or 1 million followers. Like if you have a good idea, the good idea will work. And I started making videos again, and I've just made videos every day since then. Yeah, you know, I make 10 to 15 videos a day. I post 2 videos every morning, 2 videos every night because I just love making videos. And it's the superpower I have with making content is I don't get sick of it. Yeah. So people burn out. I haven't yet. Maybe it's coming. Maybe I'm just backline's coming. But I every day make videos. Think about making videos. I was telling you before I got on here, I was making a video at my breakfast at the hotel. So it's like, it's a superpower with making content. If you are not fatigued by it at all. Yeah. So sometimes it can annoy other people around me, or you have to like check yourself. Like I was mowing the lawn last week, pushing the lawn, and I was thinking about how it can be a story, like what it's like when the lawnmower doesn't start or the clippings. And I was, just mow the lawn, you dickhead. like it's like you had sometimes like you're just digging where you shouldn't be digging, and just do what you're doing. But that's how my brain works. It works. And then it was the same when I had kids. So I had kids, and obviously I love my kids. Like every parent taking videos and photos all the time, but I also am passionate about storytelling. So those two things are married together. And then that was when everything changed for me, you know? And then I had the opportunity to start thinking about, this is what I actually want to do. Like I actually can see I can make money, you know, from doing this. You know, my first ever brand deal was a government campaign for voting. So like every government message, health message has to Te Tiriti obligations. They have to be considering like how we're honouring rangatahi Māori, how we're serving Māori communities. And I'm a Māori creator that's good at making videos, and I'm family friendly. You know, I never use the joke of being hoary or dumb, or I don't use all the stereotypes that a lot of Māori creators use to be funny or to get clicks. Like I'm a different story that is just great for those campaigns. And then I started seeing, as more and more opportunities came, and then started working with mainstream brands and stuff. Yo, I could go home. You know, I could leave my real nice job at university, and I could go live on my whenua, you know, fish and dive where I grew up, be around my kids all day, not have to go anywhere. You know, everyone works for someone in some regard,
of course.
But I'm at home, and that was the most important thing. And then, you know, last year, I started to prepare for that. You know, around about October, I was like just making viral videos every day, which I'm very good at thinking about it. I had one of my real good friends, Terrell Tuffa, is content creator, one of the best in New Zealand. He's like 100%. Incredible at planning hooks, editing, knows every detail, every frame to give it the highest chance of going. And like I'm super passionate about just making viral videos, but what was happening is I don't think I was building a connection with the audience. They weren't in my home. They didn't care deeply about my family or my highs, my lows, my successes. I didn't belong to them. You know, I wasn't their little creator that was theirs. And I wanted them to feel like I was theirs. And so we pivoted. We started telling stories. And this was easy because I'm just so into my kids. Where I started telling stories about what they eat, you know, like them not sleeping, like what we do together, our rhythms, our routines. And these people all around the world know my family, know our story. You know, and when I do brand deals for them, it's like, oh man, that's cool that I don't look like a sellout because they get the bag and they get to be home, and I'm real happy for them.
That's
you know?
awesome.
And so I don't. If I had, you know, kept making dancing videos or it'd be all trends, then it's harder for the audience to want me to get a bag like doing a brand deal, but because it enables me to be home, and my cause and my purpose is that I get to be with my kids and with my family. Everyone just
go
the bag, Louis.